Leah Harris had 18 minutes, and on those minutes hung an entire life built from small sacrifices. It was a gentle morning, washed in pale silver, mid-October, when she ran down 12th Street, clutching a worn nursing book to her chest. Her breath gathered in white swirls in the cold air, her legs burning with every step. The university would close the exam halls at exactly 7 o'clock. 1 minute late, and 3 years of struggle, cleaning shifts, and sleepless study nights could crumble. Her scholarship, her only way to stay, would vanish. She had spent her whole life trying to remain unseen. Quiet, competent, self-reliant. Her mother had taught her to be brave when someone needed help, and small enough not to attract the wrong kind of attention. Those lessons carried her through 3 years of nursing school, 20 weekly hours of cleaning dorm rooms, and a wardrobe with only 3 modest outfits. Tonight's exam at 7 was supposed to prove that everything had finally paid off. She turned the corner and stopped. An older woman sat slumped on the bus stop bench, her expensive coat soaked with dew. A dark patch spread over her neck, blood seeping through trembling fingers. Her lips were pale, a bluish tint crawling around her mouth. People passed as if she didn't exist. Leah's phone buzzed. 16 minutes. The clock was tipping toward one of those cruel little moments that change the rest of your life. The woman blinked once, then her eyes closed, and something cold settled in Leah's chest. The memory of her mother, the late ambulance, the unfinished promise. She didn't think. She dropped to her knees. Her hands moved with startling steadiness, airway, breathing, pressure on the wound. She spoke softly, because people need a voice to anchor them. "Ma'am, can you hear me?" A weak cough, faint fingers tightening around her wrist. Then 7-7, then 7:08. The scholarship was gone. The exam was gone. The nursing book slipped into a puddle, soaking up muddy water and blood. By the time the ambulance arrived, Leah had managed to control the bleeding. What she didn't know was that this decision would change everything. The next day, morning, was pale, and Leah's eyes were heavy from lack of sleep and worry. She walked across campus like a shadow, whispers swirling around her, black cars at the East Gate, a powerful man looking for a student, a CEO. He came in person. She headed toward the academic affairs office, prepared to explain her absence, even though she knew no one would believe a story that sounded like an excuse. But there, in front of the building, stood a sleek black car and 2 men in dark suits. Then a third man stepped inside the building, tall, sharply built, his silver-streaked hair glinting in the light. A student whispered, "That's Kyle Arshan, CEO of Arshan Biotech." Leah froze. Minutes later, the dean's secretary stepped out. "Leah Harris, please come in immediately." Breaths stopped around her. She entered the room on trembling legs. Kyle Arshan stood at the window, his back to her. He turned slowly when she entered. He looked at her closely, like someone searching for something and finding it. In a low, steady voice, he said, "You're the one." Leah swallowed. "I just provided basic help." He stepped closer, gratitude shining in his eyes. "That help saved my sister's life. Doctors said 2 more minutes, and she would have died." Leah's breath quickened. "Your sister?" He nodded. "No one stopped for her, except you." A small shiver ran through Leah's fingers. "I was supposed to be in an exam, but I couldn't walk away and—" He interrupted gently. "I know, and I also learned that missing it will cost you your scholarship." Her head snapped up. "I don't want pity." He smiled, briefly, but sincerely. I'm not offering pity. I'm offering an opportunity. Her eyes widened. I want you in a special internship program at my company, Arshan Biotech. I'll guarantee financial support, a salary, a flexible academic schedule, and a makeup exam. She couldn't process the words immediately. Her world opened suddenly like a window she hadn't known existed. Then, abruptly, a security officer burst into the room. "Sir, the press is here. They're asking about the unknown student." Kyle turned to Laya, a warning in his eyes, concern, and a silent truth. Her life would change if she stayed. Calmly, he said, "If you accept, we must leave now, before anyone learns your name." Laya hesitated between the life of shadows and the life of light, between fear and opportunity, between past and future. She closed her eyes for a moment, remembered the blood on her fingers, her mother, the promise. Then she said, "I'll join." Kyle smiled. Then, this way, through the back door. She followed him, unaware that one single step would pull her into a web of medical secrets, dangerous conflicts, and changes that would turn her world upside down. Saving one life was only the beginning.